Guys, Wages World here. It's May 20th, 2020, and I'm coming at you with a video. Obviously, I got you guys here at the Schumann. There was a Sundiver. I think I caught a Sundiver, and we're going to talk about that here in a minute. What that is it's a comet that dives into the sun. The sun captures it, and we see them quite often. But anyway, we'll talk about that, and there's a pretty interesting capture of a small CME or possible solar storm. It's really odd looking, is what I'll say. And I'll take you guys over and show you that. But we'll start with this. Okay, here's our 16 to 1700 hour anomaly. Okay, that's like 10 days in a row. Same spike, same time frame. Okay, at this point, guys, I don't think that we can call that a natural occurrence. If it's going to happen exactly at the same time every day, usually nature is pretty random. And that's definitely not random. And then, obviously, you guys are staring down the barrel of a big old spike right here. Okay? And it does, right in the middle of it, is our 16 to 17 block of time. Okay? So, is that the next day? Is that the same pattern we're seeing? I'm not going to say that it is because I can't tell you for sure. I can tell you for sure that this one did happen at that time frame, and it's by itself. I can't tell you that this one here is by itself. So that's why I won't do it. But most likely, it is probably doing the same thing. Now, this is a consistent frequency increase, and it lasted like 10 hours. So again, this causes mental issues. It causes crime rate to go up, physical issues, all kinds, a big host of everything. This is why this tool right here, I've been asked, and I know that I've been talking about this tool a lot lately, but I think it's that important. I understand that, that's why I try to keep this part of it kind of brief, because I am talking about it a lot. Let's face it, if, we get bored pretty easy. And if I'm talking about the same thing day after day after day after day, I try to switch it up. But, sometimes I'm more successful than others. But I don't want to keep saying this every day, is what I'm saying. So, anyway, we got that. And it's like 10 or 11 days in a row now, guys. We had a spike at 16 to 1700 here on this tool. Also, it's pulsing. Okay? And look at this. We got a horizontal line. For those of you that don't know, a data point on here, guys, is vertical. So we had to have a specific frequency hitting at the exact same time for multiple hours for it to produce that horizontal signature. So what's the likelihood of that? Don't know, but it's definitely interesting, guys. And all this stuff up here is pulsing. Nothing's consistent. So, I do think that at this point, something intelligent is causing this to happen. Whether we're doing it to ourselves here on the earth or whether it's being influenced by an outside source, don't know. But the fact of the matter is, I can show you this observation, and that same spike happens every day at the same time for the past 10 days. That is not natural. I don't see how it can be. So, anyway, we'll move on from that. Okay, guys, obviously we've been having, ejections and stuff going on in the sun. But I've caught something here that I've never seen. I'm talking about Sundivers. Okay? I'm seeing two of them in basically the same area of space, just hours apart. Now, I'm going to try to show this to you the best that I can. These are small. They're kind of hard to see sometimes, but hopefully you guys can see these. All right, I am going to slow it down, and we'll go from there. But obviously, it's going to be down here in this area, and there's the first one. See it moving? Okay. Now, as the second one comes, it's more prominent. It's bigger, but it's moving the same direction. I know everybody's going to ask me, is it Comet Atlas? There it is. You see that? Comet Swan. What is this, right? I don't know what this is. Okay? it's hard to tell what part of space this is in because we don't have depth here. There it is again, okay? And we'll watch this through a couple times, and I'll try to circle it if I can. As this other one, the second one is actually easier to see, I think. Let's pull it over here in the middle. Right there. See it? Okay. Now the other one is kind of off to the right of that one, and it is happening right about right there. See it? See it moving? Looks to be smaller or further away from the satellite. That's why we can't tell where this thing is at. And we don't know how far away from the satellite it is. Okay? We can just kind of guess. But that one there is most definitely bigger and brighter, or it could be closer to the satellite. But there's two of them right there. Now let me say this too, guys. The direction these things are heading, they're heading this way. It doesn't look like they're going right at the sun like a lot of the Sundivers we see. So, is this thing trying to orbit and get flung back out or not? I don't know. Most of the time, these things get ate up by the sun. See, look at the trajectory of that one. Again, I'll zoom in here. That way we can see it better. But watch the trajectory of it. Right there it is. It's going this way. Okay, now the bigger one will show up. Now I'll put an arrow on it real quick if I can. I'm going to try. Right there. See it? Okay. Now that looked like it may have like dropped on off into some, went on off into some deeper space. So, yeah, I know these are kind of hard to see. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm seeing here because they are hard to see. That second one, the bigger one, isn't that hard to see because it's actually pretty bright. There it is. See it? Okay. But the next one is over here. Oops. Be right in here. I'll put an arrow on it as it goes through. See it right there? Went right across the tip of the arrow. So, you know, that's two Sundivers, and if you follow the trajectory of that, it's going this way. So I don't know what's going on there. Is it part of what these comets we've been talking about? I can tell you right now, looking at all this stuff, this satellite's going through some sort of something. Yeah, I mean, it's blinking pretty good here. I mean, as far as flashing, like sparkling. But those two Sundivers right there, I've never seen two Sundivers in kind of the same area of space. So we'll just have to kind of watch and look and see what's going on with that as time goes on. But, you know, there's that one. But there's two Sundivers. Kind of crazy. Alright, guys, I got you over here at SDO. Check this out. See that chute over there? That's one of those ejections. That active area of the sun that we thought might be a sunspot is interacting with another area of the sun over here. Wham! See how it goes across the surface? I'm just showing it to you guys because it's cool. Watch. Watch right in there. You can see it come from the sunspot. You see it go across the surface right there. Then wham! Okay? I thought that was neat. That's the only reason why I'm showing it to you. You know, we've probably seen stuff like this before, but not too often. But it is another thing. It's showing that we're getting more activity going on. Most definitely. So, guys, I am extremely tired, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I'm sorry if I cut it short here, but I'm just exhausted. I'm still fighting these kidney stones and stuff, so I do apologize for that. But yeah, so anyway, guys, God bless. Yeshua saves, and you can drink this Kool-Aid.